وافتح علينا حكمتك وانشر علينا من خزائن رحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. رب اشرح لنا صدورنا ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Amin ya rabbal alamin. Okay, thank you. Apa ni, Ahmad Nazif Okay. Minum apa pagi tadi? Laya? Laya ada? Hello. Nadiratul Hidayah. Are you here?
Yeah.
Nadiratul Hidayah makan apa tadi?
Makan jemput. Kodok.
Sedap tu. Nak masak jemput sedap tu. Cikgu suka jemput. Kadang-kadang bila boring, itulah menu cikgu Okey, kenapa Dayah makan Dayah? Cikgu pun dah makan Dayah. Cikgu makan nasi kerabu hari ni. Okey, kenapa agaknya cikgu makan, Dayah makan? Kita hidup untuk makan ke kita makan untuk hidup? Ni Dayah, kita makan untuk hidup ke kita hidup untuk makan? We eat to live or we live to eat ke atau we eat to live?
Makan untuk hidup.
Ya, makan untuk hidup. Okey, itulah kaitannya dengan
makan.
Ya, kita nak belajar apa ini Dayah? Right, okay, we are going to proceed our lesson. Okay, with the next topic, what we call as a large organic molecules of all living things. Right, okay. So, kita akan, Evina suka tak makan ayam goreng?
Suka.
Suka kan? Kat rumah cikgu ni, ayam hari-hari pun tak apa. Evina? Okay, so protein. Okay, kita makan ayam untuk sumber protein. Ni tadi Dayah makan cokodok, cikgu makan nasi kerabu untuk karbohidrat. Okay, and then dalam nasi kerabu tu ada jugalah kelapa kan. Okay, so itu juga akan memberi sumber lipid. Okay, and also another important molecule what we call as a nucleic acid. Right, so these are all the 4 large organic molecules yang kita akan continue our lesson. Okay, after we have learned water, right? Okay, apa yang kita nak belajar sebenarnya? Okay, basically, teacher nak you all boleh nampak screen cikgu Okay, so basically there are 2 types of process. Teacher nak you, maybe dalam chemistry you dah belajar. Okay, but teacher bawa balik bring in our lesson, which you need to know 2 types of process, what we call as condensation and hydrolysis. Okay, these are the 2 process. Okay, where showing a synthesis and breaking down of polymers. Okay, so nak hasilkan daripada small become longer. Okay, daripada short become longer. Okay, it will undergo condensation. Daripada longer nak become balik shorter. Okay, kita akan undergo hydrolysis. Okay, so this is all the the 2 process yang kamu akan apply. Okay, baik dalam carbohydrates, lipids and as well as proteins. Okay, so basically today teacher would like terus pergi okay, kalau tunjuk ni roti, pumpkin, ke kacang, all that telur, pagi tadi pun cuma makan telur, right, cheese, milk, okay, all these sorts of food, okay, kita makan untuk hidup untuk membolehkan we gain energy. And in order to gain energy, okay, we need a source of energy. So the source of energy we are going to learn under this topic class, what we call as carbohydrate. Okay, so basically kalau you all refer to your notes, right? Dalam nota kamu itu dia buatkan dalam bentuk, tengok sekejap dalam nota kita. Okay, kalau you refer to our notes, right? It mentioned, it start with, okay, our notes, it start with this one, Kalau you tengok, terus kepada learning outcomes, okay? Okay, so learning outcomes yang kalau kamu lihat kat sini ada CLO1, okay, cikgu harap kamu catat, Sini boleh keluar dalam UPS, okay, in your UPS, It can be question in UPS, right? Okay, because CLO1 ni memang selalu ditanya dalam UPS, So in order to understand the concept of it, okay, you must memorize, For CLO1, it will test in UPS. Okay, so this is basically what is you learn under carbohydrate CLO1. So there are 3 classes: monosaccharide, disaccharide, and polysaccharide. And each monosaccharide, disaccharide, and polysaccharide, when you refer to your notes, okay, each of these saccharide ada 3. So all in you need to memorize 9 examples of carbohydrates based on their specific classes. Okay, ingat kelasnya, ini boleh ditanya dalam UPS. So remember that. Okay. And then after that, CLO3 and CLO4. So kalau you all ingat lagi masa kamu SPM dulu, okay, Farina, ingat lagi tak masa kamu, Farina tahun 20, kita tanya yang fresh lah dulu, Awaish. Okay, Ahmad Awaish, do you still remember your lesson during SPM? Okay, apa kata kunci yang kamu kena grab bila nak jawab ataupun during teknik menjawab soalan? Okay, what is the task word yang kamu kena betul-betul pegang? Ingat kita Awaish? Apa antaranya? Hello Awaish? Ahmad Awaish ada tak?
Sorry madam, apa tadi?
Okay, cikgu ulang soalan cikgu. Okay, if you still remember lah masa UPM ataupun okay, when you want to sit for your examination, you must have at least teknik menjawab Okay, teknik in answering questions. So daripada teknik tu, daripada learning outcomes ni, apa agaknya you rasa task word yang penting yang kamu kena highlightkan ataupun beri perhatian? Okay, yang cikgu circlekan ni, apa dia, Awaish? Ahmad Awaish?
Compare.
Yeah, compare, right? So bila presentation mention compare, automatically, okay, you must bear in mind, okay, this can come on in your essay PSPM, PSPM essay question, right? Because you need to write down the similarity and differences between starch, between glycogen, and between the cellulose, okay, which is grouped under polysaccharide. Right? Okay, and CO3 illustrate. So when talk about illustrate, is actually they are referring to the drawing. Okay, the keyword, the task word is you must be able to draw. And when you able to draw, automatically you able to explain as well. Okay, how this formation and breakdown of maltose as one of the example under disaccharide. So this is overall that you learn under carbohydrate. So this is the learning outcomes. Okay, learning outcome meaning output yang kamu yang input yang kamu kena dapat daripada cikgu. This is the one, okay, which is under carbohydrate. Okay, semalam Danu ada tanya cikgu Jadi dah okey dah semalam, cikgu pun mula Danu tanya, cikgu pun tak faham tapi actually I'm giving input. Okay, you are observing, you receive and keep it as your knowledge, your lesson. And then bila you nak keluarkan lagi, bila you nak nak display your outcomes, that is why you are being tested during your examination. Okay, dan boleh faham cikgu semalam tu cikgu cakap, right? Okay, so now let's start with our lesson today. Okay, teacher basically cikgu akan terus kepada yang classes tu, actually you all boleh baca kelas So classes ni, this is all you all baca. Cuba cikgu highlightkan. Mono means single. Okay, simple sugar. Di means two two monosaccharide. And when mention poly dalam chemistry pun kamu dah belajar polymer, right? Means banyak many. So more than two, okay, more than two from the saccharide is considered already polysaccharide, right? Okay, so my main concern today, teacher nak this one. Okay, illustrate the formation and breakdown of maltose. So before you can illustrate or drawing the formation and breakdown of maltose, you must be able to understand dulu the structure of monosaccharide of maltose, which is alpha glucose. Okay, this one alpha glucose. Okay, so but before we can do that together, so teacher would like you to have your notebooks together with you. Okay, you can sketch together with me Alright, so but before that, teacher would like to have you an idea, okay, about this term. Okay, triose and aldose, ketose, triose, pentose, hexose. So what is all about this? Dalam nota kita tak ada tu okay, tapi teacher nak you dapat the idea of it. So this one, okay, when mentioned about monosaccharide, okay, as one of the classes, okay, under carbohydrate, okay, the monosaccharide is based on the number of carbon atom, carbon atom. Okay, kalau you still remember, teacher did mention in class about CHON, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. Okay, so carbohydrate, nama pun carbo, carbo means referring to the carbon, hydrated carbon. Okay, so carbohydrate is how scientists classify atau chemists classify this monosaccharide based on the number of carbon atom. Okay, iaitu skeleton carbon atom dia sama ada paling pendek pun 3 carbon and paling panjang pun 6 carbon. Dia banyak kalau polimer tu lain-lain. Sini talking about monosaccharide. Right Okay, so and then satu lagi is the in term of position of functional group. Okay, ingat lagi kan Huzaifah Huzaifah ingat lagi the functional group of glucose? Okay, which is hydroxyl.
Yes.
Nampak sini kan hydroxyl kan?
Yes.
Betul kan Huzaifah? Yes, hydroxyl functional group for glucose is hydroxyl ataupun for monosaccharide. Right? Okay. So, nanti bila kamu dah further your lesson in SEM 2, okay, when you continue your lesson during SEM 2, okay, kamu akan jumpa this triose, this pentose, the hexose. So, please get familiar with the term. Okay, aldose and ketose as well. Alright. Okay, so cikgu dah bagi sedikit input kat situ. Now, teacher would like you to introduce you these two type of alpha glucose. Ikhlas Okay, so basically tadi kamu kata kalau kita hidup, kita makan untuk hidup okay, we eat to live, right? Okay, sama juga kalau Muhammad Faizuddin. Muhammad Faizuddin ada motor Faizuddin kat rumah?
Ada.
Okay, so apa Faizuddin akan buat bila motor Faiz tak ada minyak?
Tolak ke station pump.
Berisi minyak lah kan? Okay, why you do that Faizuddin? Okay, because kita nak energy from the from the fuel untuk gerakkan motor. So same goes to us, okay? Right? So we need to know the structure molecule which is as a source of energy for our cell. Okay, especially if you're for brain. Cikgu rasa kamu tadi dah break 10 to 11 tadi. You already have your breakfast. Okay, actually you are ready the supply of energy. Okay, for your brain cell as well and all the whole part of your body. Okay, jom kita berkenalan with this glucose, the monomer of maltose. Okay, kelas ni, cikgu ulang sekali lagi. Now, teacher are leading you to our second. Okay, kalau you tengok pada nota. Okay, nota ini sebagai panduan untuk kamu kelas ni. So that you all akan tahu, oh, ini aku kena belajar. Jadi, again, cikgu tunjukkan nota kita. So, we are leading to this one. Okay, so to the second, learning outcomes. Which teacher nak you, okay, together with teacher, all of you together with teacher to illustrate. So, how to illustrate? Okay, illustration is you must draw the process of condensation and process of hydrolysis to show the formation and breakdown of maltose, okay, under the class of disaccharide. Right, so get ready with all with your notes so that you can together sketch dengan teacher. So after this, teacher nak tengok your right after our class, teacher nak you snap and nanti tunjukkan gambar tu kat cikgu. Cikgu akan bagi pautan Google Drive. Tak nak masuk dalam Telegram, nanti banyak sangat kan. Okay, so I will attach the Google link. Okay, link and you all upload dalam Google link nanti. Cikgu nak tengok how you able to draw together with teacher. Is it okay, class? Is it okay, Chang Chaili? Hello, Chang Chaili.
Yes, madam.
Okay, right. So kalau you are okay with that, now let's start together. We do it, Okay, so jom. Teacher nak you all get ready with your books and your pencil as well. Or if you have a colourful pen is better. Magic colour ke, right? Okay, let's start. What we're going to do, class? Illustration. Okay, and to illustration the formation and breakdown of maltose. So in order to do that, teacher nak kita sama-sama draw. Okay, so cikgu tambah sekejap satu lagi slide supaya kita boleh sama-sama draw dengan you all. Okay, what we're going to draw, class? We are going to draw the alpha glucose dulu Okay, cikgu nak tanya Pang Andrew Pang. Okay, between alpha glucose and beta glucose, which one is our primary source of energy? Pang? Between alpha and beta, which one is our source of energy? Our rice, our bread, nasi kita, roti ke, okay? Okay, which glucose? Alpha ke beta?
Hello, madam.
Ya, Pang?
Alpha.
Yes, alpha glucose. Okay, yes. Beta. Okay, beta glucose kalau you all baca dalam nota kita, polysaccharide. Sambil-sambil tu cikgu masukkan juga supaya you all alert. Kadang kamu baca sehari lalu tapi tak perasan kan? Okay, so bila you tengok polysaccharide, okay, starch and glycogen is our main storage. Okay, starch nasi kita, roti, okay. Glycogen is our food storage in our liver. So semuanya made up by alpha glucose. Okay, and whereas for cellulose is a beta glucose. So basically polysaccharide made up by glucose. Cuma bezanya alpha or beta glucose. Okay, please take note. So teacher boleh nanti you all jot down that. So as you can see here, starch is you all boleh highlightkan dalam you all punya nota. Okay, it's a alpha glucose. Right, starch. And then glycogen also alpha glucose. Okay, so these are the two storage. Glycogen is a food storage, and as you all can see here, starch juga is a food storage. Okay, but in plant. Okay, jadi yang kita makan beras, nasi, semua itu adalah starch, kanji. Right, okay, dalam animal pula, such as fungi animal, how we keep the glycogen in our liver, macam kita kan. Okay, we keep the glycogen, okay, excess of glucose convert to glycogen and we keep it in the liver. Right, okay. When it comes to lembu, lembu, kambing, rabbit, they feed on the cellulose, they are herbivore. So the monomer of cellulose is a beta glucose. Okay. So cikgu harap you all take note that one Right. Kalau sebelum ni rasa macam tak berapa sure. Okay, today I'm very sure polysaccharide made up by glucose. Cuma bezanya kalau cellulose is beta. Okay, and starch and glycogen is alpha. So today our intention is to draw the alpha glucose. So how are you going to do that? Okay, before you do, we can do this. Teacher would like you to bear in mind, okay, about glucose is just now teacher mentioned apa kelas? It's a hexose. It's a hexose. So bila hexose, it means 6 carbon atom. Okay, hexose is 6 carbon atom. And yesterday, cikgu nak dengar suara Wan Ahmad Burhan lah. Okay, Wan Ahmad Burhan. Yesterday, we learned about water. What is the shape of water, Burhan? What is the shape of water, Burhan? It's a V? Ahmad Burhan ada tak tu? Hello? Okay, Burhan ada apa-apa letak tak mesej kat cikgu ke? Tengok dalam kelas kita, tak ada mesej pun. Burhan ada masalah ke? Tak ada masalah. Mesej kosong je ni. Okay, class, you all boleh drop in the meeting chat whatever you want to ask ke, okay, atau you have any problem. Right, okay, so cikgu tak dapat nak dengar suara Burhan. Cikgu nak dengar suara Haikal lah, Muhammad Haikal. Abang Haikal Okay, Haikal balik pada soalan cikgu tadi. Okay, kalau what is the shape of water, Haikal?
White V shape.
Okay, white V shape. So what now we are applying to glucose pula. What is the shape of glucose? Because it's 6 carbon, so the shape is
Hexagon.
Hexagon, yes. Very good, abang. Okay, tahniah. Right. So how the apa ni? Okay, kalau semalam in water, okay, it involve only 1 atom oxygen and 2 atom hydrogen. So how about glucose? Okay, kalau you all boleh refer kelas in your notes, because it's a 6 carbon molecule, 6 carbon. So it will be C6, 6 carbon molecule. Okay, and as you all know, carbon ini kalau kamu dah belajar dalam chemistry, dia boleh form maksimum berapa covalent bond, kelas? Okay, dia boleh bond 4, maximum 4 covalent bond. Okay, so that's why kamu dapati H-nya akan jadi 12, O akan jadi 6. Right, okay. So basically antara OH ini you all kena understand ni kelas Okay, antara elemen O, atom O dengan atom H, dia akan ditunjukkan dalam 2 keadaan chemistry-nya, structure chemistry-nya, iaitu in term of atom hydrogen and in term of hydroxyl group. Okay, the functional group Alright, okay. So this is how you are going to draw and sketch illustrate the diagram of alpha glucose. Okay, so basically you all boleh tengok kat sini cikgu tunjuk alpha glucose, we are referring to the hydroxyl group, and to differentiate between alpha and beta, okay, is because the hydroxyl at carbon number 1 for alpha it will below the plate of the ring, okay, bawah ni kelas and for beta is will upward of the carbon upward the carbon ring okay, upward the plate of the carbon number 1 carbon. Okay, so as you can see here, kalau cikgu enlargekan ni, okay, let's see together kita tadi kan cikgu dah cakap, okay, there are 6 carbon, this is a hexagon, so this will be the carbon number 1. Okay, cikgu buat warna merah lah biar nampak sikit. Okay, it will be this one, it will be carbon number 1, this is a carbon number 2, carbon number 3, carbon number 4, carbon number 5. Okay, then where's the carbon number 6? Yeah, it go up there. Right? Okay, and then like teacher mentioned just now, okay, it's a C6H12O6. Okay, H settle C settle. Okay, now HO tadi dia akan datal betul apa kita kelas? H ataupun OH. Am I right? Okay, jadi OH dalam ini dia ada berapa OH? Because kalau kamu lihat kat sini carbon dia akan ada carbon hidroksi akan ada 5 group. Okay, so 5 group because hidrogen ada 12, so dia akan jadi 7 kat sini. O kat sini, okay, it means 5O, 5H kat sini. Alright, okay, O ada 6, so mana datang O? So O datang sini. O akan bind atau form covalent bond between carbon 5 and carbon 1. Okay, carbon 5 and carbon 1 will be O. There will be O there. Okay, so this is another, okay, hydroxyl 1, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Okay. So this is how you are going to illustrate atau draw. Okay. So basically untuk draw this struktur, okay, this structure, teacher would like to again dengar Burhan. Burhan boleh dengar cikgu? What Ahmad Burhan? Ahmad Burhan boleh dengar respon kat cikgu lagi? Boleh respon kat cikgu?
Teacher, I think he's meeting.
Danu, again Danu?
I think he's not in the meeting.
Oh, really? Oh, that means dia dah drop, dia dah tukar kos ke? Burhan dah tukar kos ke? Dia minta tukar jurusan Tak sure.
No, teacher, I'm not sure about that. But I didn't see his name in the participant.
Participant, okay. So kalau Awais ke atau Nazif boleh kontak ke kenal ni. Burhan ni bukan ke senior ni. Huzaifah, kenal Burhan Huzaifah?
Dia senior.
Macam mana Huzaifah?
Saya saya baru kenal juga madam. Dia memang senior. Tapi saya baru kenal time ni lah.
Oh, ya ke? Ada satu kelas dengan dia sebelum ni, Auni ke? Farina ke?
Tak, madam, saya bukan satu dengan dia.
Ya, Ahmad Burhan ni. Okay, tak apa. Okay, I'll try to. Okay, tak apa. Okay, thank you Danu for let me know alert about presence of Burhan. Okay, so never mind. Now it's already 11:44. Okay, so cikgu teruskan because cikgu target nak habiskan ni at least able to discover this. Okay, in order to draw a class kalau kamu dah expert nanti you all boleh tak kisah tapi for beginning, in order for me to make you get the concept, the correct concept. So actually when you want to draw the correct orientation of glucose, we start from left to right. Okay, left to right. Itu kalau kalau ada siapa yang minat anime sini, siapa ada minat anime sini? Cuba angkat tangan tunjuk you punya respon dengan angkat tangan. Cuba boleh tengok. Ya, cikgu pun minat anime maksudnya cikgu, no, my daughter lah So siapa tu? One person race. Cuba tengok jap. Okay, so kamu suka apa nama siapa ni jap. Cuba tengok meeting cikgu ni. Okay, Pak Izzuddin. Pak Izzuddin, Ahmad Fakhur Razi. Ahmad Fakhur Razi suka anime apa Fakhur Razi?
Saya suka tengok Naruto, madam.
Oh, Naruto.
Naruto.
Okay, Naruto. Adalah semua simpan dia punya karakter
Saya ada beberapa lah.
Okay lah, ada collection lah Anak cikgu suka Haikyuu. Yang tahu kan Haikyuu kan? Tu tak perasan. Haikyuu ni yang basketballer tu Okay, tak apa nanti.
Volleyball cikgu, tahu.
Basketballer pula. Volleyball lah Haikyuu. Okay, thank you Fakhur Razi. Alright, so next kita teruskan left to right kelas Okay, let's start. Cikgu harap you all together with me. Okay, how to do that? Okay, we start with carbon number 1. Okay, for senior maybe kata lah Cikgu Faizal you dah belajar. Betul you dah belajar. But make it this as your revision and also enhance balik Okey, mungkin dah ingat-ingat lupa. Kamu belajar pun tahun lepas kan? Okey, polish balik So carbon number 1 will covalent bond to carbon number 2. Carbon number 2 will covalent bond with carbon number 3. Carbon number 3 will covalent bond with carbon number 4. Kenapa cikgu buat bentuk macam ni kelas? Because it's a hexose and it will form hexagon shape. Okay, hexagon shape 6 carbon Then carbon number 5, okay, will covalent bond to carbon number 4. And between carbon number 5 and between carbon number 5 and carbon number 1, there is a presence of oxygen atom. Okay, so oxygen atom will be here. It will bind to carbon number 1 and carbon number 5. Okay, then where is the carbon number 5? Okay, carbon number 5 will go up top. Okay, so carbon number 5 will attach with carbon number 6. Okay, so done with 6 carbon. So you all senaraikan kelas Carbon ada 6, oksigen ada 1, hidroksil ada 5, okay, hidrogen ada 7 So when you do this, you all takkan silap. Okay, mana nanti cikgu akan beritahu kamu kesilapannya bila especially pada hidrogen nanti. So carbon number 1 settle, oxygen settle, everything settle. Okay. So as you all know, carbon like teacher mentioned, dia boleh covalent bond with 4 maximum, right? Okay, you all letakkan siap-siap 4. Okay, carbon 5 ni selalunya you all tend to make mistake where you left out another covalent bond. Ini selalu hati-hati kelas please Okay, and then carbon number 6 cikgu padam sikit okay. Carbon number 6 here. Okay, so bila dah ready kan semua siap-siap ini, now we put in. Kita buat hydroxyl dulu, the functional group of glucose. Okay, so as you all can see class. Okay, as you all can see here. Okay, cuba kamu tengok kat sini apa formula bawah dibagi kelas. Okay, position of hydroxyl B baba. For alpha glucose is B baba, for beta is A baba. Okay, kita buat alpha glucose dulu. Okay, so kita ada 5 karbon karbon 1, karbon 2. Sorry. Dah balik Okay, karbon 1, karbon 2, karbon 3, karbon 5 tak ada because carbon 5 is already bind to carbon 1 and carbon oxygen. So dia tak ada hydroxyl, carbon 6. Okay, so let's start letak position of the hydroxyl group as a functional group. Okay, so the first carbon 1 hydroxyl will be below the plane. Okay, so hati-hati kat sini pesanan cikgu, always make a mistake sebab you all dah tahu hydrogen only can share 1 electron So that means dia boleh forming only one covalent bond. So bila H ni dah bond to O, dia tak ada lagi dah any chance to bind to another molecule Jadi, okay, cikgu nak tanya kamu lah kalau cikgu tulis macam ni HO. Is it correct tu Huzaifah? Ni cikgu tulis HO ni Huzaifah. What do you think Huzaifah? Ini tengok. Betul tak ni kalau cikgu tulis macam ni?
Tak, dia kena tuju kepada O.
Okay, because H already fully occupied. Okay,
Yes.
Actually kalau cikgu nak tunjuk langkah panjang macam O dash H. Sepatutnya macam tu Tapi because cikgu assume you all dah understand so H ni tak payahlah kamu buat bonding tu tunjuk bonding tu. Terus buat OH because it's already well known hydroxyl. Okay. So karbon nombor 1 hydroxyl dia bawah. Okay, karbon nombor 1 hydroxylnya bawah. Okay. Okay, karbon nombor 2 hydroxylnya juga bawah. Okay, ingat karbon 2 mesti attach to O Okay, karbon nombor 2 pun bawah. Okay, karbon nombor 3 hydroxyl will be atas. Okay, atas sini atas. Karbon nombor 4 hydroxyl again bawah. Karbon nombor 5 tak ada Okay, tak ada hydroxyl. Karbon nombor 6 atas. Okay, so akhirnya formulanya dapatlah bawah. Okay, karbon 2 bawah, karbon 3 atas, karbon 4 bawah, karbon 6 atas. So bunyikan dia will be B baba. Okay, in order for you to memorize the position of hydroxyl supaya tak salah. Okay, so hydroxyl settle. So ada lagi 7 hydrogen hydrogen atom yang you kena put in. Right, okay, so 1 Allah. Okay, 1. Okay. Karbon 2 ada 2, 1, okay. Karbon 3, 3, okay, 1, 2, 3, karbon 4, okay, yang kelima. Okay, ini yang selalu mistake kat kamu kelas, lupa dekat carbon 5. Carbon 5 will be, there will be 1 hydrogen here. Do not forget kelas. So that's why cikgu suruh buat list ni supaya kamu tak tertinggal. Mesti ada 7. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, mana lagi 2 kelas? Lagi 2 will occupy at carbon number 6. 2 hydrogen. Okay, 2 hydrogen like this. Right, so this one shows your alpha glucose. Okay, and then macam mana beta glucose? Okay, senang je kelas. Beta glucose semua sama, cuma perbezaannya pada mana kita tengok senior kita. Haikal kat mana beza Haikal? Antara beta dengan alpha?
Dekat carbon 1 tu.
Yes, carbon 1 where the hydroxyl group will be upward the plane of the ring. Okay, jadi sebenarnya sebaiknya kamu redraw lah balik tapi because cikgu nak cepat ni, cikgu padam data ni supaya kamu tak confuse lah Right, so this is the alpha glucose. Cikgu padam semua ni, kalau kamu dah tengok kan jadi actually ini adalah structure of alpha glucose. Why alpha glucose? Why alpha glucose class? Because hydroxyl group dia ialah below the plane of carbon number 1 Okay, so this is belong to alpha glucose. Okay, so where is the beta glucose pula? Jadi beta glucose sama je proses tadi, you do the same process. Okay, apa yang cikgu buat sebab tu cikgu buat langkah panjang kelas so that kamu nampak and then untuk faham terus buat saja. Okay, that means for beta glucose, okay, you just tukar position apa kelas? Hydroxyl. Okay, so beta glucose hydroxyl will be on the upward of the plane of the C1. Okay, and H will be down. Okay, so this will be alpha glucose. Alpha glucose is the position of OH. Alpha. Ingat B glucose ni ingat apa? Ingat raja beta beta selalu atas. Okay, so kalau kita tengok tadi formula dia tadi, sebab itu tadi kalau formula dia sama yang kalau alpha tadi apa kelas? B baba kan? B baba Allah. Okay, kita bezakan warna lah okay, B B. Ni A. Okay, yang lain semua sama. Yang lain semua sama So B baba, yang alpha glucose A baba. Okay, so that is how you understand the structure of how to draw and illustrate the structure of alpha glucose, okay, and also beta glucose to understand the next classes which is disaccharide, especially maltose. Okay, kelas so I think it's already almost 12 o'clock. Okay, jadi cikgu stop until sini and do not forget to sign up your attendance. Okay, so far boleh ikut cikgu tak kelas? Okay, jadi next week, I think next week hari Khamis, okay, next week Thursday, teacher will continue with a bit sikit formation of maltose nanti I think I will provide you with a short video because bila you dah tahu pasal alpha glucose ni, okay, it will easy for you to understand the formation. Okay, so cikgu akan guide with the video and nanti you try to answer the question yang cikgu akan provide kejap lagi. Okay, and then you all submit and teacher akan komen. Mesti submit by weekend sebab nanti cikgu boleh go through semak Okay, so cikgu harap you all latihan mantap tu, tolong latihan mantap minda please alert. Cikgu tak bagi banyak pun because that one is for me to have an idea okay how your lesson, how you get your lesson. Right? Okay. Jadi back to our class. So far boleh ikut cikgu tak kelas?
Boleh.
Okay, do you have any question you want to ask me? Apa nak tanya tak?
Nak jawapan semalam bunyi latihan dia?
Ada, sekejap cikgu bagi. Sebab you all kan baru je submit.
Nak betulkan.
Ada beberapa orang yang baru je buat submit, jadi cikgu tak boleh nak share lagi Okay, satu, there is ada 4 orang cikgu dapati you all maybe tak attach your answer, kosong tak silap cikgu tadi, and Rupang, cikgu tak ingat tadi siapa. Okay, cikgu dah assign balik and please submit again So right after this question, right after our class ni, nanti cikgu akan share your the schema kelas in order for you to refer and try to figure out why you get wrong, right? Okay, so basically persediaan untuk next week kelas So basically teacher tadi dah illustrate the alpha glucose. Okay, so when you understand the how to draw the alpha glucose, automatically you able to draw these two process, the condensation process, which is formation of maltose, and as well as the hydrolysis process, which is the breakdown of maltose. Okay, so tips for examination, as you can see here. Okay, from your notes, cikgu harap you all boleh, kalau you ada digital, you ada stylus pen ke, kalau macam you tak sempat lagi nak print out, kalau you ada digital stylus pen, so please you all highlight kan if you can see here, okay, why you tengok in our notes, dia nota ini, perkataan-perkataan macam dia underline kan. 1 water molecule, 2 molecule alpha glucose. Okay, production dia lah, the end product is 1 molecule, okay, and 1 molecule of water. Why? Okay, the reason is this is the mark scheme. Okay, mark scheme kita is called is controlled, standardized and controlled by our head of examiner is from universities. So dia memang very particular Okay, kalau you tak tulis 1, 2, 1 ni, confirm tak dapat markah. Okay. For your information, last semester yang keluar ialah formation and breakdown of triglyceride, lipid last semester lipid. So maltose ni dah lama juga tak keluar ni. Maybe we don't know. So whatever it is, you just get ready and prepare. Okay kelas Alright. So I think that's all teacher nak share with you with our today's lesson. Okay, and please alert, after this teacher akan assign with you with the latihan mantap 2 as the formation and breakdown of maltose, so that teacher boleh nampak the way how you showing your understanding of from our discussion today. Okay So Fakrul Razi ada apa-apa nak cakap? Naruto karakter apa Fakrul Razi suka?
Saya suka Obito.
Cuba sebutkan semula.
Obito.
Okey, nanti cikgu tengok. Cikgu kat yelah cikgu pada anak-anak same age dengan you all so I have some time to blend myself with them Okay, yesterday kalau this morning teacher semalam rasanya kita sempat tak snap gambar kelas H2P5 semalam. Okay, rasanya semalam kita ada problem sikit So, boleh today teacher nak you all turn on your camera and we have we have a class picture for today's tutorial. Is it okay, my girls? Do you wearing a proper attire? Nak pergi pakai tudung dulu ke? Fakrul Razi boleh sembahyang Jumaat ke?
Masjid dekat sini tak buka
Tutup
untuk public.
Okey lah, hanya untuk AJK lah sama dengan tempat cikgu pun. Okay, so class, jom kita teacher nak you turn on your camera and we have a class photo. Takkan kamera shy lagi kot? Kamera shy lagi ke? Mari kita duduk dalam cikgu bawa kamu duduk dalam panggung wayang ni. Okey, ini Huzaifah. Huzaifah ni. Okey. Handsome semua. Okey, alhamdulillah. Okey, cikgu perasan ni. Ini cikgu dah tengok video kamu. Siapa ni? Semut. Siapa kamu suka semut? Siapa ni? Siapa suka semut yang pakai spek ni? Cikgu nak ingat semut je tapi tak ingat nama kamu pula. Cikgu tengah tengok Siapa namanya ketawa pula dia.
Awais.
Oh, kamu Awais. Oh, Awais suka semut.
Tak lah cikgu.
Bukan suka semut ke?
Bukan.
Orang lain Okay, tak apa. Cikgu slowly you all dah bagi you all punya video Nanti cikgu nak tengok. Ini tak sempat lagi. Semalam banyak betul perkara-perkara yang nak diselesaikan. Okay, so Danu, Chang Chaili tak nampak. Danu ada. Okay, Chang Chaili. Tak nampak Chang Chaili. Oh, tu Chang Chaili. Okay. Yang depan ni Teban Teban Raju. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, Burhan tak ada. Kalau ikut list cikgu ni kita ada 25. Oh, ada lagi belakang ni okay, Syazwani kamera problem. Okay, Syazwani. Okay, cikgu noted. Okay, so everyone yang ada ni kita senyum semua kelas Okay, ready kelas? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more time. Freestyle pula Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, sekali lagi. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so thank you class for attending our tutorial class today. So we meet again H2P5 cikgu akan jumpa hari Selasa tau. Bukan hari Khamis Selasa. Kenapa hari Selasa? Hello kelas, kenapa hari Selasa?
Amali.
Pandai pun okay. Cikgu, I will meet you on Tuesday next week, okay? And prepare for Amali. So untuk kelas Amali, cikgu akan create another Google Classroom. Okay, because cikgu tak nak you all mix up with tutorial. Tutorial banyak benda Ni baru satu topik dah banyak perkara cikgu dah share. So in order to tak nak you all mix up with tutorial, then I will create another Google Classroom for Amali practicum and I'll start sharing what you need to do for our next class next week. Okay, class is it okay? So nanti please alert with the notification from me. Okay class, so that's all for today. Thank you very much. Okay, see you again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay,
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, madam.
Okay.